So my boy James Gunn, y'all know my boy. You know, we pretty close friends at this point. But my boy James Gunn teased 5 in a list of 10 DC characters who may possibly be next in line to join the DC universe. He responded to the results in his IGN's DCU Face-Off, teasing that 5 of the top 10 most requested DC characters to join the DCU by IGN's audience may possibly be the ones to become part of the next connected universe. Gunn took to his Instagram stories to respond to the results of the Face-Off, which saw my favorite, Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing, take the number 1 spot. Following him are Martian Manhunter, Lobo, Brainiac, Deathstroke, Jason Todd, Zatanna, the Court of Owls, Mr. Freeze, and John Constantine. While he didn't get specific, he teased DC fans all over the world by saying, will 5 out of the 10 do? James, you are not missing at all. This motherfucker don't miss. He is killing it right now. At least he's showing that he gives a fuck. You know, he's showing that he really does care about these characters. He cares what we think as fans. And I couldn't ask for much more than that out of a CEO of a comic book company. Well, at least the film division of the comic book company anyway. I couldn't ask for much more than that. Him and Feige, man, they get it. They get it. They know what we want, and they give it to us. This is why I will forever be appreciative for what Feige does and what James is going to do in the future. I'm all in, man. And yeah, we definitely need Nightwing up in there. Absolutely. No doubt about that. Ladies and gentlemen, blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek?
DYSG, keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs, dope topics, come see. DYSG, keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs, dope topics, come see. I got a question, do you speak geek? New episodes on the podcast dropping each week. Get hip to the game, I'm giving y'all a sneak peek. Flavor for your ears, bars flowing on unique beats. Blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks. The Source Wall Wednesday dropping comics you should cop. I think you'd ought to peep. Don't sleep on Dono and Nix. They preaching the gospel, real ish, ill like mono, they sick. Thumb life if you're into games with combos and kicks. This podcast is a gift, it's as real as it gets. Blurs taking over, with clever marketing we gain exposure. Feeding the community magic, your boy's a nerd promoter. The dialogue is Jimmy Crackcorn, we aiming for gold. The truth was told, I can't speak for other platforms. Sharp as cats out like knives, claws, and tack thorns. We blacking out, going crazy like a black storm. DYSG, don't forget to follow back. Hosting on the airwaves, always keeping it a stack. Flowers to my haters, psych, I ain't giving y'all jack. Number 1 on the charts, give your boy a gold plaque.
Yeah. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Nix back once again. This is episode 144 coming at y'all live. DYSG the podcast. I appreciate all of y'all, every single one of you, for rocking with me thus far. But if you are new here, welcome to Do You Speak Geek. This is the podcast where we bring you all the latest and greatest inside the geek realm as far as news and reviews. Shout out to Spreaker. That's the home team. But wherever you get your podcast, please be sure to search for Do You Speak Geek. And please hit that subscribe button. But also, don't forget to follow us on social media. Facebook at DYSGFB. Twitter at DYSG_tweets. Twitch at DYSG_games. Instagram and TikTok at Do You Speak Geek. And let's not forget that YouTube channel, the only place where you can find the Dono and Daddy Show. Please be sure to subscribe, like, Hulk, smash that bell for all notifications, and leave comments. We want to know what you guys think. Oh, man. I didn't have much of a voice. I probably don't have much of one right now, because last week I definitely would have sounded horrible. You know, the cold running around, it got me. It got me bad. But here I am back with y'all again. I'm powering through this thing. We got hella movie and TV news. But let's go ahead and do what we do about this time with these reviews, people. Y'all know what we do. Let's speak geek.
Suit up.
I wanna be the very best.
Talk nerdy to me.
All right, we got reviews coming at you at rapid fire. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Has just enough heart, humor, and excellent performances to make up for its more underdeveloped aspects. I definitely see people saying that this is going to be one of the worst Marvel movies ever. It'll be a film that people will say didn't deserve a trilogy, but there were some elements in there that are very important to the forward-moving multiverse saga, so it's a unnecessary evil, put it that way. Hogwarts Legacy, in almost every single way, Hogwarts Legacy is the Harry Potter RPG we've always wanted to play. This game is excellent. It is amazing. The only thing that would make this game perfect is if we could have had multiplayer Quidditch games. Other than that, this game is perfect. Speaking of perfect games, Metroid Prime Remastered. It honors a lauded classic and brings it up to code, fixing outdated controls and adding a slick coat of polygons and textures that makes this masterpiece of a shooter shine once more. Whew, my God. Well, from sugar to shit, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It's noteworthy only for its name, as it turns out that blending slasher blood with Pooh's honey together is like oil and water. It just does not mix. You know, when you go, oh, bother, why bother, more like it. It was bad, y'all. It was bad. PlayStation VR 2 with top-notch visual quality and immersive tactile sense controllers. PlayStation's VR 2 represents a quantum leap over its predecessor, setting a new standard for console VR gaming. If you have a chance to get one of these, y'all, check it out. I highly recommend it. And last, we have Wanted Dead. Shallow combat, dated presentation, and poorly balanced difficulty are the tip of the iceberg of issues that ultimately skins this disappointing action game from the makers of Ninja Gaiden. I expected more, but it just didn't deliver, really. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and hop into my favorite portion of the show. Y'all know the vibes. Source Wall.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Behold the Source Wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
Enough said, Stan. Let's hop right into it. The pull list this week, we got Superman #1. It's the dawn of DC. Superman has returned to Metropolis, and his greatest enemy, Lex Luthor, is behind bars. The future of the Superman family has never been brighter. As Clark Kent settles back into his life, iconic and new enemies erupt from the shadows to strike down the Man of Steel. But waiting in the wings to back Big Blue up is Supercorp. What secret project has Lex given to Superman? The quote, "A hero is only as good as its villains," will be put to the test in this brand new oversized #1 featuring comics' greatest superhero by DC Comics architect Josh Williamson and award-winning superstar artist Jamal Campbell. This one should be dope. I'm loving what DC is doing with Superman right now. Keep that foot on the gas. I love it. Immoral X-Men #1. Adored and respected. They said the mutants were humanity's future. It's 10 years later, and they were proven to be right. The X-Men exist in a world that adores and respects them. So why are they sworn to crush it? But while they do, Emma can take a few minutes out to crush Mr. Sinister. This is a Sins of Sinister tie-in, y'all. I don't know what's going on with this story so far, but it's keeping my attention, put it that way. Betsy Braddock, Captain Britain #1. The captain comes home, and she's got a whole new mission with other worlds settled, Braddock Manor restored, and her brother Captain Avalon at her side. You'd think things look pretty good for Betsy Braddock. Only it turns out good old Britain doesn't want her back. No one wants a mutant menace carrying the shield of Captain Britain. And Betsy's made more than a few enemies along her way. Questless and countryless, Betsy must define a role for herself. A fresh take on a beloved character. Don't miss the latest Teeny Howard extravaganza and fan favorite artist Vasco Vuelvez's Marvel debut. Alright, Betsy, should be pretty fun to see what she gets into. We'll check it out this week. Blue Book #1. From the New York Times best-selling and award-winning co-creators of Something is Killing the Children, The Nice House on the Lake, and the Department of Truth and Powers comes this ambitious, non-fiction comic book experience depicting true stories of UFO abductions with an eye to capturing the strange essence of those encounters. In this debut issue, Tynion presents what he calls his true weird stories. Can it get any more weird with James Tynion? I mean, really? Tales of ordinary people encountering the strange and the impossible. Teaming with artist Michael Avon Oman, they retell some of the most popular UFO and alien encounters, starting with the infamous Betty and Barney Hill abduction, the widely publicized and very first abduction that went on to shape and influence all future encounter stories. James Tynion, you are a weird, weird man, but damn do you write incredible stories. Okay, let's move on, y'all. Hitomi 5. Trapped inside Takamoto's labyrinth and fighting to survive, Hitomi must confront Yasuke and their shared past if either is to have any hope for a future. Hitomi's journey concludes in this heart-pounding final issue of the series, Monkey Fighting Robots, called one of the best debuts of 2022. They are not wrong. This book is fire. I hate to see it go, but who knows? Maybe it'll come back. And last, we have Local Man #1. Stray Dogs creator Tony Flex teams with rivals Tim Seeley for a series that combines rural crime noir and superhero action. Once the star recruit of the media sensation super team 3rd Gen, Jack Xavier had it all. But when controversy sends Cross Jack crawling back to his mom and dad's basement in the Midwest, Jack struggles to fit into a world that is far left behind him. And then the bodies start piling up. What? Trying to start over my life and you tell me bodies are piling up? Come on, man. Get out of here with that. But don't forget to check that one out and many others this week at your local comic book store. All right, peeps. Let's watch this.
Watch this, y'all. Thunder!
The Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude. I am the villain of the story.
All right, folks, let's get into this. The Marvels delayed to November 2023. However, we got a poster. So The Marvels is being delayed from July 28th to November 10th. To help with the wait, however, Marvel has also released the first poster for The Marvels with Brie Larson's Carol Danvers, Iman Vellani's Kamala Khan, and Tiana Paris's Monica Rambeau. The poster, which features the Marvel heroes in a headline featuring the tagline, "Higher, Further, Faster, Together." Kind of reminds you of WWE's logo, their whole slogan. But anyway, I Am Legend sequel. This one kind of confused me. I was like, huh? But didn't Will die? But anyways, I Am Legend, starring Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan, will take place several decades after the original 2007 post-apocalyptic action thriller. In conversation with Deadline, producer and screenwriter Avaki Goldsman shared new details about the I Am Legend sequel, revealing that the film will feature a significant time jump, with the alternate ending to the first movie being treated as canon in the sequel. Okay, that makes sense now. Quote, "This will start a few decades later than the first," Goldman said. "I am obsessed with The Last of Us," who isn't, where we see the world just post-apocalyptic, but also after a 20-30 year lapse. You see how the Earth reclaims the world, and there's something beautiful in the question of, as many step away from being the primary tenant, what happens? That will be especially visual in New York. I don't know if they'll climb up to the Empire State Building, but the possibilities are endless. The sequel is expected to lean further into Richard Matheson's novel than the original base was, using 2007 film's alternative ending as a launching point. In that ending, Smith's character survives after managing to fend off a final attack from the infected. So what do you guys think? Do you think we even need this sequel? I mean, it's an excuse to put Michael B. Jordan and Will Smith in a movie together. I'll tell you that. And who knows? I mean, it really doesn't matter what I think. We're going to go see this, right? We're all going to go watch this movie. It doesn't really matter. Okay, let's take a little trip under the sea real quick. While the latest teaser for the live action version of The Little Mermaid isn't very long, it does give us a first look at an adorable pufferfish, lots of jellyfish, Prince Eric, and Melissa McCarthy's take on the menacing Ursula. The teaser picks up from the first teaser that introduced us to the live action take on the classic Disney film from 1989, and then cuts between a few different scenes. We begin by seeing other mer people jump to Ariel playing with the pufferfish, then to her swimming through a large group of jellyfish, and then to her kissing Prince Eric above the water in a boat in human form. The title comes up next, and the teaser ends with an evil laugh from Ursula, and we get a glimpse of how she'll look in live action, played by McCarthy. I honestly, and I was hoping Prince Eric would also be black, that we'd finally get some black on black love, but I guess interracial will do. Nothing wrong with interracial, don't get me wrong, it's fine, but I don't know, it just seems like Hollywood's afraid of black on black love. Maybe that's just, I don't know. Let's talk about this Joker sequel. So in honor of Valentine's Day, Joker director Todd Phillips has revealed the first look at Lady Gaga in character for the sequel, titled Joker Folie à Deux. I think I'm saying that right. She's believed to be playing Harley Quinn in Folie à Deux. While Joker took massive liberties with the DC villain source material, to say the least, if Gaga is playing Harley Quinn and the sequel is drawing from her existing origin story, this could show their first meeting while she's a therapist going by the name Harleen Quinzel. I honestly wish they would just go ahead and confirm it, because that's what everyone's saying. Lady Gaga's playing Harley Quinn. She's playing Harley Quinn. She's playing Harley Quinn. But what if they're just going to rename her something totally different? What if Harley Quinn isn't her name? Who knows? The Joker movie has taken a lot of liberties. So what if she's not even called Harley Quinn? What if she's not a doctor at first? What if she's like a custodian at the Arkham Asylum? Who knows? But we'll see, I guess. Now, here's one official announcement I did not see coming. Velma Season 2. Despite its divisive critical reception, that's to say, that's not accurate. That's okay anyway. But a second season of Velma is in development. The news first broke with Deadline's interview with Warner Brothers television group chairman and CEO Channing Dungey, which said that her team is currently working on Velma Season 2. The divisive animated series aired its Season 1 finale over this past weekend. A source close to the production confirmed that this second season is indeed in development, although an official renewal has yet to be announced. While it's not wholly unheard of for shows to be canceled after development has started, all signs point to more adventures for this adult animated version of the Scooby-Doo gang. We live in a world where a lot of good things happen to bad people, and a lot of bad things happen to good people. And if you replace people with shows, especially when it comes to this company, Warner Brothers, yeah, you already feel me. I won't go into it. Last piece of news we got on the pod, people. Barney is getting a reboot in film and TV. So Mattel announced that it's putting a new spin on the famous children's character with its comprehensive revitalization, including new movies, TV shows, and YouTube content, in addition to music, toys, and clothing. And if that wasn't enough, Barney's got a brand new look. But if you miss his old look, not to worry. Mattel says apparel and accessories for adult fans that features classic Barney are also in the works. The first of Barney's big new media projects will be a fresh animated series set to debut next year. It will be targeted toward the preschoolers and will feature the ubiquitous purple dinosaur and friends, introducing new audiences to the world of Barney through music-filled adventures centered on love, community, and encouragement, according to the announcement. Now, I for one am fine with this. It's the rest of the sick world that decided that Barney had to go away, Barney had to die. It's like Barney was nothing but pure positivity. Nothing but pure positivity. And it just showed, Barney pretty much showed how evil this world is. I'm glad Barney's coming back. And if you don't like it, if you still hate Barney and want to kill Barney, then stay away from me, okay? Just do that. Stay away from me. Because it just shows how much evil you have in your heart. I'm not a Barney fan by any means, but I respect what it's trying to do. But I can't respect people who say, well, kill Barney. He has to die. I'm so sick of it. I mean, just, you have a remote control. Just turn it off. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to buy the toys. You don't have to listen to the music. You don't have to do any of that. Just leave it alone. That's my soapbox. That's also the pod. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I do and go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Please be sure to listen to this podcast. Subscribe to this podcast. Let your boy know what you think about this podcast. Please follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. Check out the YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe there. As always, people, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?